Yo, what is good? Wednesday, hump day, guys. Today we got a good one. Today we've got a good one. Uh, Trying to kick this off and doing it right, guys. I don't have my usual drinkity drink. You know what I mean? My glug glug glug. But I'm gonna have me a nice, cool, cold glass of water because today's been a warm one. Oh yeah, that's very refreshing to have just a cold glass of water every now and then, guys. We got a good show for you guys today. We have Mr. Max Mughalz of Max Wrestling Belt in. Haven't heard from him in a long time. I had been out of the game myself for a while. So we're gonna hear from him in just a little bit, guys. Okay. While he's on his way here, uh, we're gonna just bring up a few things, a little hobby related, a little wrestling related, things of that nature. We're gonna say hi to the gents and ladies and gents, so I don't leave anybody else out in the comments. But we'll get to that soon. But there's a few things that I want to talk about that I saw, and one really bothered me a little bit. Not too much, nothing that really, get me all wound up like that. But it did bother me a little bit to see that. Just I don't know what your guys' opinion or take is on it. We had something awesome go down. I really don't watch AAA. AAA, for those of you who don't know who that is not Triple H's twin brother. No, this is AAA Wrestling. It's not the insurance company. We're talking about AAA Mexican Lucha Wrestling. And man, I just saw one of the best finales, the best stories of El Grande Americano. Dude, these guys are doing I take my hat off to the Undertaker, Mark, because man, they have done there what they have not been able to do in WWE for a very long time. You know what I mean? It like I don't know, man. Shoot, I don't know what to say about that except for hopefully they can get it together. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's go to the comments, see who's here. All like three of you. We got Mr. Tyler Dove. Tyler Dove. Dove. I love washing up with Dove. Put Dove everywhere on me. He says, hi, everyone that's lovers of belts and more. I am love belts so very handsomely. Yes, sir, you do very handsomely love belts. We have Jim. What's up, Jimbo? What's going on, brother? The pizza flinging delivery man that delivers like nobody else delivers to your hearts every night. Tip your guys. Tip your people. Tip your people well. What's up, Jim? Platinum. He says, what's good? What's good, brother? Hope everything's good with you too, man. I was watching just last night some older episodes because whenever I miss my boy Tony Leonidas, I go and watch some old episodes and crack up at some of the stuff. There's some things that there's some funny stuff that I like. I look back now, kind of like a movie when you like watch it for the third time and you notice something, you laugh at it. That's kind of how it feels. But yeah, dude, and you had some good comments on there too. We're laughing about, or I was laughing about. But yeah, man, one of the things, if we can start moving on while we wait for our guest to come in, we have a subject that came up, and let me see if I can get it here because I got to put it on the screen here. Shoot, man. Where'd he go? Here we are. Well, this happens to be, sorry about that, guys. This happens to be, everybody knows the green shirt guy. He's always front row and center for all the big events, for the special Monday Night Raw shows. He's always there, front row, green shirt guy. Everybody's known him for years. He stands out. How can you not miss him? But there were some reactions lately about this guy. And I'm not going to be able to read this. Hopefully you guys can, but just skim over it a little bit. Basically, what they're complaining about, or this person was ranting about, was that that these guys, and it's not just him, that it's several people on those front rows that are showing up to all the elite PLEs across the globe, wherever they have events, and they're occupying a seat, and they're doing this very selfishly, according to them, and they're not leaving those seats for other people to be able to watch the shows, for people who want to enjoy it front row and center. But my thing is like, do you really have that money though? Do you have the money to be going to Italy? Even for the people in other countries, who wants to pay the money that they are charging for these seats right now for these events? You know what I mean? And here we have another picture of him, just front row center, just there. The guy, you can't miss him. I think the only thing more recognizable than his shirt has got to be his little goatee that he always fashions. He always has on every night, I guess, that he attends to the event. But yeah, people are kind of scolding this, and they were going back and forth in comments. What are your guys' thoughts on it, man? Honestly, what is your guys' thoughts? How does this affect us? You know what I mean? Does it affect us at all? I mean, is it a big deal? Is it not really a big deal? You know what I mean? I mean, for a lot of people, not for me. Not I. My goodness. Yes, the voices in your head definitely count. Ask Randy Orton. Not a problem, man. David Cummings, OTC, what's up, brother? Yes, I know you guys have got to love the results. We'll get into that too. I think some of the matches are pretty predictable. I wasn't watching them. I wasn't into them. But you know, we all kind of know that the OTC was going to be winning that one. He's going to be holding on to that for a while. They have to run the you know what I mean, the bloodline story. They got to run it for a good while. It just started, so we'll go over those matches also. I want to say real quick, just real quick, and this is new to me. But guess who had a birthday? And I'm surprised this guy's still around, and I'm happy that he's still around. Mr. Jake the Snake Roberts. Considering the troubles he's had before in the past with his health and things like that, hey, Jake the Snake, keep it going, brother. Keep it going. Happy that he's having another birthday. That he had another one. Keep it going, brother. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, it's very, very, very important that this guy stays around. A lot of people still want to meet a lot of these old wrestlers. So happy birthday to him. And just real quick, Max, we do have our guest in. He is waiting patiently in the back. He is doing push-ups and putting baby oil all over himself and hyping him up. And I can see him back there getting ready, punching walls and stuff. He's getting ready, guys. He'll be ready to come on here just a moment. And then you guys can all say what's up to Max as well. Man, one more thing before we go on to Max, just real quick. And this is and look at this guy and look at me. Is he not my long lost father? Look at this guy. Look at me. I mean, he shaves, but if he didn't shave his beard, I mean, I'm like, Daddy, I need some of that WWE money, bro. You know what I mean? I need some of that moolah. Shoot, man. Let me tell you something. I, not only here, but in several podcasts across all of YouTube. We're not talking 1, 5, 10, or 20 podcasts. We're talking, God, maybe 50, 60, 100, 150 podcasts around YouTube and other social medias, maybe hundreds of, maybe thousands of them, who knows. But Nick Khan says we will never respond to social media criticism. What does that mean? These people are not interested in hearing what we got to say on a week-to-week basis. They don't care about our opinion. They're going to run the show into the ground if they want to. It's up to them. They don't care. But honestly, I do have to say that we do have to congratulate and recognize the good work that the Undertaker, Mark Calloway, um, he's doing a damn good job over there in AAA with the storylines and how he's been organizing that. And we'll touch bases on that later on again if you guys would like to. Let's go to the comments and catch up here. Platinum says, "Oh damn! Just noticed I was 10 seconds behind. Ah, it's all right, man. We got our boy E. He says, "You better say hi to me, brother." If I was in the comments today, I would be. I mean, we would have we would have an all out war about it, you know. But today, I'm good with the hellos. I want the hellos today. I want the hello smoke. That's my boy Easy E. He said, Platinum says that dude is why TKO does what it does. They're aiming for the super tard. Yeah. I mean, Platinum says, "What's up, E?" But I mean, it's the truth. I mean, that just comes to show they're not interested in anything that we've got to say. It just doesn't. I will never deny you. I will never deny the passionate things we do behind closed doors, my boy. Mama do got some explaining to do. Let me tell you, man. I need to tap into that bank account. What's up, Blue Collar? What's going on, brother? He says, "Good evening, everyone." Jim says, "What's up to E?" Guys, I've been doing this and getting all the hellos out of the way and stuff. But we got to bring our boy because he's gonna get impatient in the back and start punching stuff. You should have seen him already getting ready for this. It was like, Max, you do know this is an interview, right? Me and you are not going head up. We're not doing clotheslines or drop kicks on each other. You know what I mean? This is just me. It's an interview, man. Don't worry about it, man. Nothing's just without any more stalling, guys. I present to you Mr. Max Mughalz of Max Wrestling Belts. He is also the authentic fabricator and belt maker for bare knuckle fighting championships, guys. Catch that on TV. It's a real slobber knocker. You guys got to check him out. Let's see what's up with Mr. Max Mughalz. What's up, brother? How's it
going? Hey, brother Mendoza.
What is up with you, brother? Haven't seen you or talked to you in a good while. We were in our inbox.
Yeah, it's been a while, brother. It's been a while. I haven't seen you around too. Like, what's up with you too?
Dude, I'm gonna let you throw me some questions and I'm gonna answer them. Just to answer your question, I think let me take a sip of this water before.
Yeah, because I kind of missed you because nobody like hit me up and like tell me, hey, do the leather like this next time. Hey, add this next time. That would look good. And I was like, where's Mendoza, man? And then I was a little bit out of the Facebook too. Took a little break from the hobby because busy with my TV deals. So, I didn't want to piss customers off. And, I still did some people,
Hey,
but this is a part of the hobby, bro.
It's all part of the hobby. And you know what? You're not going to, you will not make everybody happy. It's impossible. It is impossible. Kevin O'Keefe, what's up, brother? He's in the messages. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be a Diddy match for sure. Everybody misses you.
Bro, Keefe. I miss Keefe too.
We all miss each other, guys. Well, to answer your question real quick, everybody knows what's going on. By now, what's been going on in my life. Had some unfortunate events, health issues myself, near-death experiences with my dad, a lot of traveling and putting yourself in deeper debt to do it, taking on loads of work to get it paid off. Also had very good friends of mine pass. Also, as you know, God rest his soul,
Yeah, he's our guy, bro.
ex-host,
Our friend.
Tony Leonidas, brother. I know you didn't know until I, was messaging you the other day about it, and I could tell how taken back you were by that.
Yeah,
And
because I didn't saw any post about that or something. So when I found out, I was like really like I was shocked, man. And tonight I usually like tie my hair, but it's for Tony.
so,
So
thank you,
we
brother.
have it open here,
Appreciate
but
it, man. Thank you, man. He's right here, right next to me. Believe it or not, uh,
yes, brother.
his mother, Mama Leonidas, was one of the most beautiful things she can do, and a lot of people don't have to do this, but she actually shares some of his ashes with me, and I have him here on my shelf. So he's still down here in the basement doing goat milk diaries with me now. So he's here watching, and man, uh, love him, love him to death, man. Miss my boy for sure, but he's here with
Yeah,
us.
brother. He was really a nice guy, man. A lot of people doesn't know, but he was one of the first customers and the first guy that connected to me and had me making some belts that like they were like my first belts. So he was like really motivating kind of guy, and he always like you can do this, bro. You can do this. So I
Yeah,
can still hear it, bro. Like you can do this. Anything you're like, oh, I don't think I can do it. He's like, you can. If he can do this, you can do this too. So it's like I know
yeah,
he probably have told you many times that too.
dude. You just wouldn't believe how many times like he would be like coaching me into doing something where he was like, "No, dude, f that. If such and such can do it, you can do it." And I've seen, and he would push you to do it, man. He was a very positive guy. He had that influence on people. Real good person, would talk you almost into anything with the way he used to coach, man. But he is uh missed very dearly, you know what I mean, by family, friends, and of course here at Goat Milk Diaries. He named the show, so in
Yes,
his
sir.
honor, I really wasn't interested in doing anything. I fell in some depression where I had to really fight out of that myself. I don't really believe much in going to doctors for that kind of stuff or seeing a head shrink. We're guys. We do what we do. It's hard to get us to get motivated to go see a doctor or a shrink or anything like that. But it was something to dig myself out of. I had no motivation to work on anything on belts or do a podcast. People were calling me a lot, inviting me to do podcasts, and I was like, no, man, I just can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like
Yeah,
it. I
bro.
don't want to do it. You know, but so I kept hearing his voice, man, and that little voice in him where he used to tell me, "Dude, stop being a bitch." And he was just like, "Dude, stop being a bitch and just get over there and do the damn thing, man." So now I'm here. Got a few episodes in, getting back on track, and now that me and you, I hit you up on message because I was like, you know what, I haven't heard anything from Max in a while. So I said, let me shoot him a text, man, and I was very surprised to get the answer back from you, and here we are, man. So
Bro, you're like my teacher. So I always answer like, you, and whenever I get the chance, I like message you and everything. Cause I've learned a lot of stuff from you, bro. Cause all these guys they just
and we're
listening and not, doing what you were saying.
yeah, and you know what? A lot of that is the language barrier for a lot of these makers, and that's one of the things with you that I've always have a good experience with you because I'm able to speak with you like this, and I'm not trying to type in 10 different ways of saying one thing to get my point across. So that was one thing that was like, man, I really want to help this guy. So anytime I used to see you do something or you would hit me up for advice, I'd go, yeah, man, tool it like this. This is a tool you use, da da da. And it's very easy with you. It doesn't take too much talking or coaching, man. You get it pretty quick. I think the only difference is putting it to practice. Um,
Yes, brother.
one of the main things, I guess, um, diving into what you've been up to, uh, I wanted to ask bare knuckle fighting championships. How did that come about, man? How did that get off the ground? How did it get in? How did that fall into your lap or into your hands? Or did you see it? Did you see the opportunity to talk to people? Tell me about it. Tell us, man. How did that happen?
Bro, almost everybody in the hobby knows that I never message even the collector first. Not like the other makers, like messaging them, their wives, their mothers, buy a belt. No. And I didn't even hit BKFC. I didn't even know if there's a BKFC, because we live all the way here in Pakistan and we don't have all these, TV stuff,
Yeah, and
So unless we have the IPTV stuff.
I had never heard of them either until I actually saw you produce. You were messaging me like, "Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think?" I was like, "Oh man, that looks pretty cool." And then after that, that's when I started. I was like, "Ooh, bare knuckle fighting." I'm like, "Dude, those guys slug it out. No gloves, no nothing." I was
Man, they're like freaking amazing, man. It's like better than UFC, I would say.
I like it more than UFC, dude, because I kind of like don't really like boxing has always been one of my things in UFC, but I've hated over time the soft padded. Like I just want to see somebody go down in the first 3 rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The Mike Tyson,
people go down in the first round in the BKFC.
dude.
There's no padding, bro. It's just straight knuckles to the face.
What's even worse, they tape off their hands, so that really stiffens their hand out, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So what happened when I was making that tribute belt for Macho Man?
oh
Yeah,
You-
the BKFC's owner, he saw that belt and he wanted it for someone in his family who was a wrestling fan. So he
Oh.
hit me up and he didn't tell me who he was. He just ordered a belt. I sent him. He sent me the picture that he loved the belt. And then he messaged me after a week. He said, "Are you interested in making some BKFC belts?" I'm like, maybe some custom belts, a lot of, independent wrestling companies take belts from me. They have me design them and make them.
awesome.
So I searched online and I saw, I'm like, whoa, that's 1 million followers they have. What the heck?
Dude,
On Instagram, it was like 1 million followers. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm in. So first belt I made for them
Max,
was,
Max is like, no hesitation on the exposure, right? Like, yeah, like your eyes are like, whoop, 1 million followers.
and then I saw their belts that they were like using that time. They were like somebody was making them 2 millimeter stack belts. I was like, shit, man, they look sick. Like you need to like change them. So I made a belt for them. They paid me for it. It was like over 1,000. That was the first time I made a HD belt, HDX.
I remember
But they were
seeing-
like, we need more weight. So we moved it into the CNC.
okay.
And I designed a different design for them with the 4. Yeah, really thick. Now the belt is 25 millimeter thick. The main
Shit.
plate.
Those guys,
So-
good thing those guys are ripped. I mean, it's one thing to be a wrestler and hold a heavy belt. You guys there's a difference in strength. I know you guys think
Yeah.
these big old swole dudes got some power, but no. These little 170, 190 pounder dudes are some strong MFers. You know what I mean?
Really, really strong, brother.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. 25 millimeter, dude. That's a thicker than a Snicker belt.
Yeah, brother. 'Cause first, it was like the thing that they decided was 4 plus 4 plus 4. It's like 12 millimeter was the CNC triple stack, and the side plates were like 8 millimeters, and they were good with that. But then when you're continuously like making belts that are being showed on TV, you want to like make it better yourself. So first, I added the hand tool leather, add the sealed edges, so the fighters don't have issues in the long term, the backing coming off and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they use the belt like they handle them so crazy, bro.
I've seen those dudes get in an argument.
Yeah,
I've seen them get in an argument like right after they fight, the dude challenges him in the ring, And
Yeah,
then
he jumped in the ring.
he was like, "What?" And he grabs the belt and he threw it on the ground. I was like, "Damn!" Because those are not light belts, man. They have to be done really, really well because as thick as they are, as heavy they are, man, those things will pop off leather like no problem.
Yeah, brother. So I use like a lot of like posts and like really precisely all the belts because they're gonna be on TV, and then they're gonna go with the fighters because it's not a wrestling that one belt's gonna be like revolving all around. You win the belt, you take it home.
Yeah.
You move around with it. Next fight, there's gonna be another belt. So it's like that in the MMA and the boxing.
Wait a minute. So they're not circulating the same belt around. They're taking it home and they're like UFC. They keep the belt.
Yeah.
Dude, that is crazy, man. That's crazy. Also, another thing, guys, this is another thing I want the audience to know. Like, this isn't like wrestling. This isn't a prop. This isn't, and it's gonna sound weird for me to say it because we're in the hobby, but this isn't fake wrestling. This is a real championship. Unlike what Max is making here, unlike a Winged Eagle or a Crumb Rind or whatever, you can spend $5,000-$6,000 on a wrestling belt. It doesn't matter. It will not make it real. What this guy is doing, he actually is making a real championship. These guys are spilling real blood, throwing real punches, and getting hurt out there. This is a real championship, dude. So unlike, I really commend you on that, brother, because you're one of the guys that I've been talking about for years that makers have missed the point here.
Oh my God! Can you hear the rooster behind me?
I didn't hear anything right now.
Okay, I think that's a good mic then.
But I'm saying you're doing what a lot of makers are missing the point at doing some of this stuff. That wrestling belts and the wrestling hobby is kind of like a stepping stone. You know what I mean? It should be a stepping stone to something better, something greater.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yes, brother.
And I'm glad you took that leap, dude. By one way or another, I do believe that God does things for everybody, man, and He put that in your hands, dude. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm so like thankful. So later I keep like updating their belts, and now there's a BKFC UK. We have those silver belts, same 25 millimeter, and now they're silver. They're not gold plated. They're like platinum. They call them platinum, but it's like nickel plated.
Okay,
So
I didn't see those, but that should look pretty sharp too, man.
yeah, and then there's like the king of violence, the queen of violence, and so I'm like so like amazed. I designed all those belts, and these big guys are like moving with them, and they see my stamp there, MW belts. They hit me up on Instagram, and if they need any other thing like regarding belts and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm living good life, bro, right now.
No, hey, dude, you know what? Much respect on that hustle, on the game, on that. May God bless you with much, much more, man.
Thank you, brother.
I wish you nothing but the best on those endeavors. Which brings me to something else that maybe people want to talk about. If you're not comfortable with talking with anything, stop me at any time.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm an open book, bro.
Yeah, dude. And but just out of respect, brother, you know what I mean? Brother, hey, my big boy he's big enough to send ashes to every loved one in the hobby. Let me tell you, there's gonna be enough of him to go around along with me, man. What's up, Hernandez of Hernandez Ristoni?
Oh, what's up, brother?
Ricky. That's my boy Ricky, man.
Yeah, man, Ricky is a good guy, bro. He's like really like helpful. We do our gems ourselves on our belts, so he like really helped me with the equipment and everything to make those like little small gems. I'm making a belt for Conor McGregor. It has the BKFC all like blinged up, so those small gems, he like kind of helped me, tell me what tools I need. So, man, I'm thankful to him. Everybody's in the hobbies like so good.
Blue collar. This is my boy Andy, right? He says, Max, can I get a Hogan NWO belt for review? Just kidding. He says, brother, that's
yeah, sure. He can get it, bro. He can get it. I'm cool like that. People know I'm like ready to give discounts to the collectors and all because I'm making good money from the those TV deals. So why not?
Hey, Max, we're gonna have to reverse and delete that what you just said. No, we don't need to let anybody know you're doing good. Everybody is in your inboxes. You think makers hit people up? Wait till people see this, and then they're gonna be hitting you up like crazy.
Yeah, bro. Makers are hitting BKFC. The BKFC guys are like, bro, who are all these guys? Like, freaking everybody's watching in Pakistan now. I'm like, they're not watching. They're just looking at the belts and they want to get that.
That's crazy, dude. But on to the questions of the hobby, and I've experienced this as well because I have, like I said, I had my trouble. I backtracked. I had my delays in my work myself also. Um, and sometimes people, no matter how much you explain things to people on Facebook and all these sorts of things. And I had a talk with a friend of mine on inbox, and we'll get to that in a little bit too about babysitting the hobby. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
at what point we need to stop. But honestly, like I understand that uh people have been upset because they haven't been able to put an order through, or orders taking much more than they think it should take, because all of a sudden people that have never made a belt in their life know exactly how much of a time frame you need to complete a belt,
exactly.
but I've been digging myself out of that hole, getting back on track. But I think one of the ones that people really got upset about was taking in work. I had to turn down a lot of people, and I was like, I'm really wrong of me having the backup that I have to start taking more work in. You know what I mean? Just because I
Yeah.
want to please you and Joe and Frank and Sam. So explain if you want. You don't have to go into too much detail, but explain if you want uh the ups and downs you've been having, if any at all, with the hobby. Because like
Yeah.
you
So,
said, you had the
yeah, I
hobby for a
look.
while.
Every maker goes through that. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if it's Mendoza Croft, it's Max Wrestling Belts, if it's Classic Shield or ORM. Everybody has their phase because we have all seen that. There was a time when everybody was like, "Oh, I'm not getting my belt from ORM. I'm not getting my belt from ORM." So
Yeah.
there's always a time on a maker because that time he was making belts for Hulk Hogan's Beat Shop, ORM, if everybody knows or not. But
Yeah.
he was busy in that. And just like that, I had like three people that I upset, three customers out of thousands. And people assume that I'm kind of scam them. So there's a lot of, talks going on behind the scenes that, people not tell me, but they talk behind
Yeah.
the back. So it's none of my business what they talk, because I know
That
what I'm doing.
is getting thrown around
So,
a
but
lot.
what
That
I
word
did,
scammer is getting thrown around a lot in the hobby, and it's getting thrown around for any little reason now. If you
yeah,
miss a deadline, you're a scammer. If you borrowed someone's picture, you're a scammer. And when I say borrow a picture, I don't mean running your business borrow a picture and say that's your work. I mean, like, I've seen people borrow a picture and go, "Hey, um, I really like this belt, blah blah blah. Who can do this?" And somebody will go say, "Hey man, you can't use somebody else's picture." Like,
yeah,
people are throwing the word scammer around a lot for any reason. They're being crybabies, man, honestly. And that might piss off a lot of people, but honestly, they're just being big ass crybabies about it. You know what I mean? But yeah,
yeah, bro.
throwing that around a lot. I could understand people that are upset with timelines. What I can,
Yeah, man. And I'm never ashamed of like telling that what I'm like, stuck on a belt or something, like what's happening. And one more thing, I'm not even posting on like my Facebook. So I don't need any orders. Even if anybody's contact, I'm like telling them, bro, I'm busy with the BKFC, so I'm not taking any orders. I'm
yeah,
telling people because I have my hands full. Because on the 2nd of July, they have a show for the like it's the Independence Day of the America. What do you call it? On the 4th of July. So they have a show on the 2nd. So it's another belts that I'm making for them. I just finished the design in there.
oh,
That's the
nice,
yeah,
nice.
bro. So well, I wasn't supposed to show it, but there you go. Special
Actually,
for Mendoza.
you won't get in trouble. You can show it again if you want, man. Because either way, what do we got? Like 10 viewers here.
Oh, yeah, bro, I'm cool. Bro, BKFC loves me because one of the guys try to do something crazy,
No,
and they
okay,
still
take
like
it off. Take it back off. Take it back off. We don't want nobody to. We don't want nobody to. What do you call it, man?
So what I was saying, there's only like three people that I pissed off, kind of what I think, but I was like really, ashamed of that I pissed those people off. I didn't want it to, because it's a Bray Wyatt belt, two Bray Wyatt belts, the
Ah,
one with the fully hand carved strap. So I got a little stuck in there. And then there was a third guy who was actually like supposedly tell me that he's one of the reporters of the BKFC and he wants some discounts. He's been like around for like 2024, like cupping my balls all here and there. I want this belt, and I will tell him the price, and he'd be like, "Oh, I don't have budget." So I don't know, bro. One day I was just sitting, and he came and he was like, "Hey, bro, I want that belt and that belt." So I'm like, "What do you got, bro? Tell me. I'll make it for you."
Yeah.
So he said, I got 300 for each belt, the maximum he can do. I'm like, okay, I'll just, add some belts, make a replica and, give it to him. He's happy, me happy, But I didn't know he was thinking that it's going to be everything going to be TV accurate. Because they had those different kind of belts, like Karate Combat belt that I made. It's a
Yeah.
triple
Yeah. Yeah.
stack, 3D with the lights in it. And you saw the
Oh,
strap,
shit.
how much hard the strap is. It's all hand tool
Yeah.
with the lines and stuff. And he wanted a BKFC belt too. Once the fighters win.
Not for no,
So
not for no
so
300 a pop, dude. That's not gonna happen.
yeah, so in some kind of deal, I try to make him happy, and I gave him that TV belt.
What's up,
Okay,
some fellow?
first mistake, I gave him that TV belt, and before the order, I told him, don't tell BKFC that you have this belt. And
Oh,
I didn't put my stamp on there. I did not put my stamp on there. That saved me kind of.
wow.
And he was pissed that why I didn't put my stamp on there. I'm like, bro, you're paying me 300 and you said you want all the things like TV accurate and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's not happening. He fucking bitched about the fucking BKFC. He went there and he told the guys over there. And now those guys are like asking me, bro, why you gave the freaking TV belt to the freaking guy? We don't even, I said, he's a reporter. He said, we don't even know this guy. We saw him first time. I'm like,
Dude,
so
that's
that pissed
crazy.
me off so much. And I messaged the guy. I'm like, bro, your belts are now delayed. Go bitch again
Yeah.
somewhere. And BKFC, the owner messaged me. He said, what's going on? People tell me something. And so what's up? And I told him the story. And he said, don't give him shit. I'm like, no, I'm still going to give him some belts that I owe him.
Hey, I wouldn't have blamed you. You know what? I wouldn't have given him anything either. I would have
But
maybe
the
said,
thing is, he's kind of that crybaby. He's gonna go post in that group. He's gonna go post in that group. He's gonna
yeah,
go post in that group. Okay, so that pisses me off more. So I'm like, okay then. Here you want to start drama? No, none of these guys in
no,
the comments gonna get you that belt unless I decide to give you those belts.
you know what I learned from my past experience that I just had, man? Because people started telling me, oh, I'm gonna post this up. I'm gonna post this up in groups and da da da. I had one guy that he was trying to post it like 10 times a day on my page, and I would not approve the post or delete it or comments. And he was like, finally in my inbox, it was like, hey, why are you ashamed? You don't want people to see this and blah blah blah, and you erase my comments, and you know what's going on. And I was like, dude, listen, I've already apologized with the most heartfelt sincerity, with the most embarrassing truth about things of my life that I've explained to you word for word what's going on. And
Yeah,
that's not enough for you. And that's not enough for you. And I was like, now I have no control over what goes on in other pages, dude. There is like 30 wrestling pages. If you want to go light a match and try to burn me over there, if you want, fine. So be it. Do it, dude. But I have to at one point say, stop. Like, F you, dude. I'm not gonna let you kick. I'm already down on two knees, and I'm trying to get
yeah,
on one knee, and you're trying to keep kicking me down. Like, that's one thing I did not tolerate. I was like, no, dude, that's not gonna happen. Like, you are more than welcome to try to destroy me on every page you want. Go to all the scammer pages. Go to whoever's lips you want to put my name into. Go, you know what I mean? Go and do that wherever you like, dude. You're just not going to do it on my page. You did one post, I approved it, I let it go. I because people deserve to know, so I let that post go. I spoke to you inbox, we ironed everything out, but then you want to come back and kick me while I'm down. Like, I'm not going to allow that, dude. And the problem is with that is that in the end, the guy got his belts. He had 3 belts with me. He got all 3 of them. He sent me one, didn't tell me he was sending a second. And then while I was working on the second one, a third arrives. So not only are you bombarding me with belts, you're jumping the line of other people who have waited for a while and then expect
Exactly.
in line and have me finish your work before that. Like, no, man, you're gonna have to wait now. Now your ass is gonna wait. And especially after what you're trying to do, like, how stupid, like, to aggravate somebody that has your property and their possession. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
but I get it, man. I mean, the thing is here, like, what amazes me, I was gonna say a few minutes ago, is that people can be so impatient over a $300-$400 job, but have no problem running to one of the top belt makers, pull out 2 G's out of their pocket, and wait 2-3 years for a belt. No problem at all with that, right? So,
Exactly, brother. And I want to add a little bit in there. Like
yes, go
there
for it.
are there are specific groups in our hobby too, where if somebody go and say, "Hey, I'm looking to buy this sandal strap from Max Mughalz," and those pro classic and ORM and those Ali Anus guys, because they run that group. They don't want any other makers, belts to be sold. They just want their own. So they just try to talk shit.
Ah, yeah,
So these kind of groups I kind of hate because they first of all they see our work, but then they're like, oh, they're selling for 400, but the classic shield is selling for 15. That means that's the best. It's the same
mhm.
damn shit, bro. Everybody knows now. Everybody has HD machines now. Everybody has CNC machines now. Everybody's doing hand tooling better than freaking classic shield. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
I'm
Like, I
sorry,
don't
man.
understand that.
That might have been my fault a little bit because when I first started in the hobby, I was seeing a
Every,
lot of makers inboxes.
everybody was camping.
I was like, hey, dude, do this. No, tool like that. I was like showing the tools and the techniques, you know what I mean? Because I was like, when I first started, I was like, man, I want to make sure that when these makers make a belt, they're up on game a little bit and make the belts a little more accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I was like, a lot of these makers are putting a lot of effort into making the leather really inaccurate, really wrong, when you could put the same amount of energy and effort to make it look almost TV accurate. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
So
brother.
like uh so that's where I was like, man, if I'm gonna be ordering belts, you know what I mean? Like, at least send one where it looks better. And honestly, this is another subject I wanted to get in with you because you're one of the guys that I have a maker myself, and it's taken, oh my god, it's taken a long time, man, to iron the wrinkles out and get everything sorted out. You know what I mean? Uh, but with you, it was easy because I would say, hey, you got a pearl, you got to do the pearl stamp here or the
Yeah,
teardrop stamp here. And when you make this line, they're supposed to be angled like this or use this on that. And you understand, unlike makers, you've wrestled before, right? So,
I'm still wrestling, bro. We
oh,
started a new
are you
company,
serious?
Revival Pro Wrestling.
What? So you're back in there, dude. Are you gonna get back on steroids and
On the protein powder, brother.
if you get too big, dude, they're gonna start confusing you for Seth Rollins.
Yeah, brother. So
They're gonna be like,
that's
oh,
confused them, brother, again. So
but no, dude, you used to be pretty big too, man. You know, I don't know if that's
yeah,
your
bro. But yeah, there's a lot of incidents happen, that put me a little back. Like that thing happened like a few years ago.
yeah,
My hand grips are like still not fully like how they're
dude.
supposed to
I
be in my
I
leg.
remember
So
that.
but I'm still like training in wrestling now. So get a little rust off. I had a match like uh, last month. We had an
Okay,
event like so. I had a match over there. So we're having some big events coming. So just working on a lot of stuff. So that's why I was like a little bit away from the game. So
okay.
I get time to look for my family because I had to change my house. You see, I'm in a new
Mm,
house, a new setup every year, which is
dude.
not actually a setup. I just, set it right now for the
Yeah,
podcast. So I haven't
dude. So,
set my room yet. So
so
there's a lot of, stuff makers
there's a
face in
lot of
their
things
life.
going on. Then we can. So it's safe to say that you got a lot of things going on. Moving alone takes a lot of your time, and if you're involved in wrestling and doing belts and working for
Bro,
BKFC,
the only thing that, kind of ticks me off a little bit is that $1 million company can wait on their order, which is like cost way more than a $300 belt.
mm-hmm,
And he's not under, oh, I don't care if you're moving. What is the meaning of that? That
yeah,
freaking $1 million company is like, okay, tell me if you need any other money. I'll send you, move quick, get a big house. I'm like, so why not? I prefer them better than a freaking guy who's gonna get a belt in one time a year and pay me like, bro, please discount, bro, please discount. This guy giving this price, this guy giving this price.
yeah,
So I'll prefer those guys, bro. So that's why I'm like little, ticked off from the hobby, and everybody like they just want to see one side of the picture.
yeah,
Nobody want to see the side where the maker is. It doesn't matter if it's an American maker, it's a Pakistani maker, or from Australia, wherever it is.
yeah.
They just
I
want to
think
see
where
the
that
buyer's side of you.
I think where people are going to be divided on that is that not that it's your fault, man, but it's just makers in general over time have really tested the patience of people. So it makes your situation or my situation not unique. Not, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
everybody, like they just had holidays, right? So a lot there's makers that say, hey, yeah, we're in holidays, but we don't take a break, we work. And then there's other makers that say, hey, we're gone, dude, like don't message us for a week, you know what I mean? We'll call you when we're back, you know what I mean? And or they mess around with people's money, or the orders or the belts just don't get done at all. um so that has tested and divided a lot of people. So when it comes to a situation like yours, that is where you have honesty about it, where it's something that truthfully is happening to you, that people are kind of like, uh, I don't know. You know what I mean? And that's not your fault, dude, but that's just the industry right now. That's
yeah,
like that's like even with Dave Milliken. That's it. That's the
exactly,
thing.
brother.
You know what I mean? And we don't even have to talk about that. I mean, that's something that man, it's in the books. Everybody knows about what's
Everybody
going on.
knows. Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, uh Kevin OQ says Max Rollins, brother. Looking like Max Rollins over
bro.
there.
I miss Keith too. He's a real good dude, bro. Like, that that what do you call it? The basket tooling. That kind of, one you told me how to do it with the line and stuff. Remember, I was doing it on a whole strap, and then I
Yeah.
wanted to do on a in the snap box, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, how you do it? Because he was doing that on one belt. So he showed me how to do it, and I did it. He liked it too. So, and he said the same thing. He said, why others maker don't do that? What we say. I said, I don't know, because they're not making their belts themselves. They're getting it made by somebody else. So
Yeah, if that's a good point. Like if you're a customer and you keep telling like, well, because I've heard this a lot on YouTube reviews, and lately I've been watching a lot of reviews where they go, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the belt, except for I kind of told him to make sure to do this around here or the property plate and blah blah blah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
but I guess they were busy. They didn't get around to it, or he forgot. But that's okay. It's just one detail or two. But I'm happy with the belt. I can live with it. That's because of that. Like a lot of guys, there's belt makers that they don't curve their own plates. They don't even weld the studs on them themselves. They don't do the plating themselves. You know what I mean? They pretty much
Bro,
do
they don't do anything. They just talk to the customer in their broken English, somehow get the order, and that we don't know how. And then they just go out in the market. This guy makes the plates. This guy
that.
makes the. This guy polish them. This guy post. This guy weld the post. This guy make the leather. So and here, look, I live here. See, so I see everything. I see all the market. These guys are used to make belts for the guys who sell on eBay. Those $120 belts. So that's what they're gonna give you.
and,
So
and
now there's only one guy who's like hand tooling all the straps that you see. All these makers suddenly came out with like hand tool straps, which doesn't look really good, but they are hand tooled, on the edges and all that.
yeah,
So it's just one guy doing that, and he's using a freaking iron hammer, and he made a little like a chisel kind of thing that he's on the border. I'm like, shit, bro.
I mean, if you're smart, you will also start making your own tools. I know there's makers that
Exactly, brother. I did made some tools, and I'm really impressed by the work of the like that Pakistani maker ORM. Like
yeah,
his leather, I all I've ever heard is like he has the best leather. He has the best leather. Nobody says plastic has the best leather, but his is the best leather.
yeah.
So I've looked at his work. I've seen like how he makes his leather, and how he should. We should do it like that because that's the original way.
Yeah.
Your edges should be round, and you're like so. But these guys are not doing it. Still not using those burnishers and stuff. So
There's
what
a lot
can
of
you say?
people that there's a lot of makers that I've gone in to talk to, and I go, hey, like, you guys have been doing leather for a long time and still not getting it right. Why aren't you guys making your own press plates?
Yeah, it's
Stamp,
easy.
stamp the end of your belts and let your guys tool on the lines. How hard is that to do? You know what I mean? Even if you're not that great at tooling, at least if you tool on the lines that are straight, it's gonna
Yeah,
be 10 times better than your guy just walking around. I've seen guys do the shield tooling with these big old metal pieces, go pink, pink, pink,
yeah,
pink.
that thing. They're using hand tools like those here for the edges.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. But I mean, I'm one thing I can say about you, dude, is that you have evolved. You have been trying to be creative, bringing things to the game, uh, and evolving what you do and putting it on a bigger platform. I know there's going to be a lot of people who don't understand. They're going to say, well, if you want to go pro, you just can't shy away or forget about these people. We get it. For everybody, it's not going to be a smooth transition. For everybody,
Exactly.
it's not going to be a smooth transition. And I think at the end of the day, Max has to worry about Max at the end of the day and worry about his family and what food he has to put in his kids' mouths or his family's mouths or pay his household. Because uh, you typically, the guy is super angry trying to burn everybody on all these groups, ordered a $200, $300 belt. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but you're trying to put your belt ahead of somebody's livelihood. You know what I mean? And I've said this before and I'll say
Exactly.
it again. Just because your belt is 3 months late, 4 months late, does not mean your house payment's not going to get paid. It doesn't mean they're going to come repo your car because your belt's not sitting on the shelf collecting dust. Just because, just because that happened, it doesn't mean you're going to lose your job. You know what I mean? And if things are that bad, maybe you should be ordering. Maybe ordering a belt should not be for you if it's
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You know
Don't
what I
don't
mean?
collect
Put your
them
priorities
like
first.
cars.
You know what I mean? I know that at one point we have to have a respect for the customer as far as honesty, how long the process takes. Anybody can have delays. I've been doing this for 4 years. It's the first time I got myself in the hole and digging myself out. So it happens. We get it, you know.
And brother, like during the manufacturing, if something goes wrong, and you kind of sometimes have to do it all the way over again, and customers need to understand that too.
Yeah,
And
and it can go
especially
wrong.
when you're almost ending it, and they're like, "Oh no, can we instead of Velcro, can we add hand tooling now?"
Oh wow. Yeah. See, that's the thing too. When
It's
you're a
on maker.
yeah, you're a maker. You are actually producing it. So, and you're a guy tooling the leather too. So it's different um when you just expect your belt to come in. You're not really thinking maybe the guy's got 20, 30 orders. And out of those 20, 30 orders, maybe 5 of those went wrong. The problem is when something goes wrong, it takes a lot of effort to stop, go back, and
Yeah, brother.
fix those. And it takes money out of your pocket to fix those, either errors, which could be on the customer or on you, either way. You know, I've had those mistakes here before. I told this, nobody knows this till right now because I've only said this to a friend on Tony's not here anymore, but he knows this. I was like, dude, I came downstairs and my dog chewed up 2 straps I was making. And I had to order new leather. I had to wait another week because of the time schedule at work to redo that. So that threw me back like $250 plus 2 weeks of
2 weeks. Yeah,
time
exactly.
just to it's nobody's fault, but the damn dogs, or maybe mine, because I shouldn't have left them out. Like
Yeah,
I tied him, but he collar came loose. I got a big old pit bull, and that guy's strong. He rips out of everything, but I came in the morning and found him chewing on all the straps, had his feet on, and I was, I was screaming in my head, dude. I was just,
you can't say anything to the animal now. What you gonna say to the dog?
talk about my dog ate my homework. I was like, damn it. I was like, oh my God, all I can think about is the setback and all that, man. So I was like, oh my goodness.
And we also like have people like saying that there's like less people buying belts now. It's already kind of like hobbies kind of slowed down a little bit. I've seen, because any maker I would see, he would say like, "Oh, the work is so slow. Work is so slow." Even the American makers, the guys who do the leather work and everything, they just
What's up, Grandpa Walker?
Big brother Ben Walker.
No, he's in the house, brother. Can somebody say hi to Mr. Tyler Dove, please, guys?
Mr. Tyler Dove. Guys, he's my middleman, okay? Tyler Dove is my middleman. So don't piss him off. Don't message him over and over again, okay?
Oh my God, dude! Tyler,
don't message him over and over again.
Isn't he like running for mayor or something, or president of the United States? Oh my goodness.
Keith, I'll hit you up, brother, after this. We need to talk a lot of things.
Oh man, what a trip. Guys, we're almost out here. It's been, time flies, dude. That time flew quick.
Yeah, man. Like when we talk, like shit, it's already 7 here. So it's 10 over there, but
yeah, it's gonna be 10 o'clock and 45 seconds. Brother Max, I hope you amount to much better and bigger things. If it takes stepping away from the hobby, don't hesitate, man. At the end of the day, and maybe people are gonna think I'm not right for saying this, but everybody that has gone off to do anything professionally has to use where they started as a stepping stone and leave it behind and move on to bigger and better things. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you keep holding on, one thing about like this hobby has a lot of people that will hold you down. They will hold you back. You have to know when to cut ties to be able to move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, brother.
A lot of people will not they don't want to see you get ahead. They don't want to.
Bro, there's one more thing I want to say before we end this thing. Like when I got back, like on the Facebook, like I opened my messenger, nobody messaged me. I was like, nobody missed me, nobody even searched for me or anything. Okay. Yeah. And then there's like, when I started posting, there's one guy, he came, he's like, "Oh, now you're posting." Chris Smith, Mr. Chris, our brother, the El Vato Taco, what's his name?
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, now you're back." I'm like, "Yeah, brother, what's up?" He buys a lot of belts from me. So he's like, "Oh, this guy's really pissed." The same guy who told the BKFC, he's posting everywhere. He sent me the screenshot. He's like, "Hey, look at this guy. He's almost pissed. He said he ordered a lot of belts from you and you're not delivering." Then I told him the story. He's like, "Oh, sorry, man. I thought." He told me that you came back like nothing happened. And I'm like, am I your freaking girlfriend, or you're my girlfriend that you're telling me you're back like nothing happened? Like, what happened? What did I do, bro? I'm out because I don't want any orders. I'm not posting so people don't get a confusion like I'm taking orders or not. But there's few selective customers I still take orders from. but
I
selective,
hey,
not those guys who are gonna come to me from other makers. Oh, he's giving 250, he's giving 350. What you gonna
yeah,
give me? You know.
I'm
So
guilty of the same
I
thing. I have people that I took orders from, um, because it was almost a must. Because even though I'm catching up to orders, I also still have to keep
yeah,
myself
brother.
afloat. So you have to take one here, one there, make sure, you know what I mean? But with those orders, I only take them because they are very good friends, very close people I know. And I tell them, like, hey, dude, I'm going to take this order. I'm going to do this for you. But this ain't going to be no 3, 4, 5, 6 week turnaround. So you're going to be waiting. You're going to be on the back burner for a little while, dude. But,
Yeah,
they've
brother.
been getting their belts back to and everything. So at the end of the day, what matters is that everybody gets what they want. Time after
Yeah,
that is
brother.
pretty irrelevant. You know what I mean? One guy wanted a belt. By the time I was gonna be done doing the belt, one of his favorite wrestlers, the OTC, won the championship. So I was able to put in some OTC stuff in there for him. So now he's super stoked. Had he gotten it when he got it, he would have been hitting me up for another belt. Like, hey, dude, I need another strap because OTC is the man now, and I need an OTC themed belt. So, luckily, it worked
Bro,
out. That,
these are the things that the guy is gonna appreciate, because he's like, okay, he's my guy now. But the other guy's not gonna understand that, you know. They be like, oh, he's just a random belt maker. Oh, he just makes sandal straps and all that, you know. But there are people who are like actually, admire your work and appreciate you, and it really gives you a hand when you are down to pick you up instead of like, oh, I'm not gonna pick you up because you fell on your own. So
yeah,
be there. That's
there's
not
so
the
many
kind of
people that are like, as long as everything's peachy and perfect, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, that's my guy, that's my guy. And the second you like miss a step with them, they're ready to pound you into the dirt. And if that's who you are from the beginning, then I don't want you around. I don't want your business. I don't want you around. You're irrelevant to me. You know what I mean? And that's what I've had to do with a lot of people. I actually told a friend of mine, I said, hey, I think I'm going to close down my page, my Mendoza Craft page, and start all over. And I don't care if it's just 20, 30 people in that group, because I've seen a lot of groups that have 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 members, but it's the same 10, 20, 30 people
same
comment
guys. Yeah,
all day long. So where is the following of that
yeah,
kind of subscriptions or members to a group if you only have 10, 30 people? Dude, I could care less about all the looky loos. Like, I'm not interested in the window shoppers anymore. Like, I rather close my my page, open it back up. And if 50 people out of 1,000 want to come back in, cool. Those are the 50 people that are actually going to support you. You got to start weeding out the real ones, you know what I mean, from the fake ones. But man, Max, it's been a pleasure talking with you, dude.
thank
I'm
you,
glad
brother.
to
I,
see
I
you
love
back.
I love to be here, man, and I love talking to you all the time, bro. Like you're like really one of the first guys who teach me a lot of stuff about the game and the leather that I really wanted, because this is what I love, bro. From my childhood, I wanted to be like connected to wrestling somehow. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to be a wrestler, but I'm not
You,
that tall and not that good looking to be a
no, no,
wrestler.
no.
But
Neither's Rey Mysterio, and he's
but
still
yeah,
ugly. He has to wear a
but
mask.
I'm not Mexican, bro. I'm not Mexican.
Hey, neither is Kaiser. And look at the love he's got. He's dude. Props for that.
Yeah, that was good. That was great match, bro, at AAA House,
Man,
man.
that was an awesome match. And I went to actually look at it because I haven't seen wrestling in a long time because it's junk. And I don't like to be the type of people that say, I hate to be the type of people that watch wrestling faithfully 3 times a week and then on the weekends bitch about it, about how bad it is, but you keep
Yeah,
watching. So I've said to a lot of my friends, and I've said it here on the show before, like, do us all a favor and stop watching wrestling. Stop watching
exactly.
uh day-to-day wrestling. You know what I mean? I don't mean stop watching the old NWA don't watch WCW, don't watch WWF. I mean, stop watching today's junk wrestling. So, and when the ratings drop, when the participation drops, maybe they'll start listening. Tony Khan will maybe start listening to the internet. But in that, what I'm saying is like, I always wanted to know who was the other guy, and there were suspicions, right? And then we found out who they were. But then when it was going to be a match where they had to remove the mask, I was like, oh, they finally had that match in AAA. So I went to check it out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch the whole match, dude. It was fire.
It was really a great match, bro.
And then I had to go back and look at the whole storyline, the way they built that up. And I didn't know that the Undertaker, Mark Calloway, he's the storylines. I was like, damn, that was good. Somebody needs to give Triple H the boot out of creative and calling all the bookings. They need to start handing that off. I mean, you're not doing as good as you should anyways. You might as well experiment to see who can do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, brother.
But that was a hell of a match. It was an awesome match. I'm glad that they did as good as they did. Mexico felt like they're just the crowd, the love they have, the respect.
It was pretty emotional at the end. Like everybody was like really into it, like emotionally, like it's a real, like a luchador taking off his mask for the first time. Like
people were invested, brother. You could see in all those faces, people are invested in that. You know what I mean? But they need to definitely look at what happened there and take that on to WWE. You know what I mean? Hopefully the Lions will be in the line too. Nikita, man, that girl, man, she's fire, bro.
Yeah, she's fire, bro.
She's fire. But brother, I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you, brother. Thanks to you.
Anytime, dude. You want to hit me up? I still got. I know you think you know everything, but you know what? I can still teach you some new shit.
Yeah, right? I'm always learning, bro. Always. The learning stuff never ends, bro.
Knowledge is never ending, and I'm always learning new stuff too, dude. But this is
One more thing. Yeah. There's a new tribute championship coming. Mm-hmm. It's the NWO championship tribute, but it's totally not my design. Actually, I added a lot of stuff in there. It was actually designed by one of my friends, the Square Circle Belts. I hope people remember that. It's been a while. Like they ended their company like 2018, 19. They ended.
Oh wow.
So I asked them, I'm like, can I remake that design and add my stuff in there, make it a little cool belt. So they're like, okay, give it a shot. So it's gonna be coming out soon, bro.
Nice.
So it's gonna be a huge belt. It's gonna be a huge belt.
You've been out of the hobby for a little bit, but nowadays we call that busting an icon. And if you don't know, you need to know. When you take a little something here and you add your own, we call that busting an icon these days. But man, more power to you, dude. Hopefully you have good success with that too, dude. I love team belts. I love all that stuff, man.
Yeah, man. I got a lot of love from people on my tribute belt, so I'm really appreciative of everybody, and I'm thankful to you for having me here and everybody who's commenting and saying hello to me. I'm probably gonna message everybody who's here. So yeah, man.
Everybody's
it's a good one. I love it. I love it tonight.
Oh yeah, Ben says Tyler Dove for mayor 2026.
Exactly. My first vote is gonna be like my first ever vote I can vote in America. It's gonna be Tyler Dove.
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. Hey, it can't be worse than what's going on now with our presidency.
Oh man, there's a lot of BS going on, bro. Like everybody here thought.
Yeah, not all money is good money.
Yeah, brother.
Don't chase it. Not all money is good money. Guys, and that's another thing, man. Shout out to the broadcast, my boy Ethan Thompson and Stone Cold Steve Wilson, man. Those guys are money. Those guys are money, man. But thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming on, taking the time because I know we're on 2 different time zones. And
Exactly, brother. It's like 7 a.m. here in the morning.
get your coffee. Get yourself some
Yeah, I'm about to have some tea, the Pakistani tea, you know.
ooh, nice, nice. All right, brother. You have a great one. God bless, dude. On to bigger and better things. Max Mughalz, guys, of Max Wrestling Belts. Catch him on Facebook, okay? He is the creator.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Catch that too. Check out his belts on TV, man. The only man that can provide the TV accurate belt if you need it. All right, Max. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys liked all the questions and answers that he gave. Hopefully, he will be with us soon again, one more time, and maybe on another subject. You never know. Kept it clean today. Had to. I didn't want to get belligerent, so I made sure to drink water today. Okay, guys, we kept it decent today. Thank you, Jam. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in, and everybody else. We'll see you guys on the next one. I have been your host, the GOAT, Mendoza of Mendoza Craft. Hope you guys tune in every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We are out of here, but don't forget, guys, if you have a new belt day, send in your pics. If you have a old belt you want to show us something, send in the pics. If you want to do short video, send in the short video. Guys, we do have sponsors here, and they are also brought to you by Pinfall Title Belts, guys, for all your HD needs. We only do HD and GD. GD for god dang. There's some nice looking belts, guys. And we're out, guys. See you on the next one, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This Wednesday and every Wednesday. Have a great one. Take care of yourselves and each other, and God bless, guys.